Hi there. Today's topic is in a nutshell. In a nutshell, what am I talking about? I'm talking about all the nuts that come in a shell. And nuts are supposed to be really good for you, right? Well, how many nuts can I have? You can have an ounce of nuts. An ounce of nuts? What's an ounce of nuts? If I were to have almonds, how many almonds would that be? So that's the question I'm going to answer today. How many nuts are in an ounce of nuts? I have chosen 8 different nuts here, and I'm going to show you nuts that are kind of calorie dense and nuts that are not as dense, but all nuts are supposed to be good for you. Some of them are better than others. So I'm going to start with macadamias. Those are the first nuts I have here, and they are really calorie dense. 10 to 12 macadamias can be almost 200 calories. So yes, nuts can be really calorie dense. Here I have them. Let me show them to you. I have macadamias, and these are about 12 for 200 calories. Next I have peanuts here, and almost 30 peanuts you can have for about 161 calories. So if you eat peanuts in a pod, depending on how many there are in a pod, 2 or 3, you can have 10 to 15 peanuts for 1 ounce. Next I have Brazil nuts, and about 6 of them you can have for 186 calories. You'll see I have almost 9 of them here. I did weigh them. These are an ounce, but I guess mine must not be as big because depending on the size of the nut, there can be a few here and there. So these are almost 9 of them I have for an ounce. Next nuts here are pistachios, and you can almost have 49 pistachios for an ounce. There we go. That's a lot of pistachios, and these are actually least expensive in terms of calories, only 156 for 49. And if you are going to have these, I would suggest have them in a shell. So it takes you longer time to eat them, and actually there are only 30 here because I weighed them with shell, but you can have almost 49 for 156 calories. Next nuts I've chosen here are almonds. You can have almost 20 to 22 almonds in 1 ounce, and these are for 164 calories. Next I have walnuts, and you can almost have 14 halves for 185 calories. I only have 9 halves here because I think my walnuts were a little heavier or thicker. Usually you would have 14 or 7 whole ones. Next nuts that I've chosen are pecans. Pecans you can have almost 19 halves for 196 calories, like 200 calories. So it's almost like 19 halves I have for 200 calories. So 20 for 200, you could just say that, and that would be like 10 calories per half of pecan. The last one here I have are cashews, and cashews are about 18 in for 163 calories. So are nuts good for you? Absolutely. Can they be calorie dense? Yes, they are. It's good kind of fat, so it's good to have nuts. Usually when I have 3 kinds of nuts. I have my peanuts when I cook. I use a lot of peanuts in my cooking. I use walnuts in my salads, and I have almonds as a snack. So I would suggest you can have almost 2 ounces of nuts a day, so that would be between 300 to 400 calories. If you chose like something like pistachios and almonds and maybe walnuts, a little higher. But that's good kind of fat. They're very low in carb, and they keep you satisfied. So should you have nuts? Yes, you should. And according to me, you can have up to 2 ounces. Until we meet again, this is Pawan.